All right, good evening, members of council, and thank you for your patience. My name is Nick Rizzio. I'm a resident of downtown Pittsburgh. I am speaking tonight on behalf of Pro Housing Pittsburgh, an organization that advocates for housing abundance and affordability in our great city. We are a group of hundreds of renters and homeowners who work with local leaders and community groups to make it easier to build housing in Pittsburgh. We need to build housing in Pittsburgh for many reasons. First and foremost, Pittsburgh has seen a huge increase in prices over the last few years. Our rent increases have been some of the highest in the nation, with rental costs nearly over 40% where they were pre-pandemic. High rents and high home prices are incredibly problematic for a region, and especially for vulnerable populations in a region. When rents are high, the people with the lowest incomes will be harmed the most. We have all seen homelessness increase in the city over the past few years. Many people blame this on factors such as the opioid crisis, but the reality is that homelessness is the direct result of high housing costs. When housing costs rise, more people become housing insecure and more people fall into situations where they no longer have housing. Pro Housing Pittsburgh strongly opposes tonight's proposed legislation, Ordinance 0701, which will require a conditional use approval hearing for community homes to open up in residential districts within our city. In light of the rising homelessness and worsening unaffordability of housing in our city, we categorically oppose the use of discretionary approvals that add unnecessary delay, uncertainty, and expense to opening services that are desperately needed in the city of Pittsburgh. Without community homes, the least fortunate among us will needlessly suffer. We urge the city to ensure that new housing can be developed easily and predictably. The strongest predictor of homelessness is housing costs, and the only way to reduce housing costs is to build more housing. This year alone, we have witnessed intense backlash against proposed affordable housing, market rate housing, supportive services, and homeless people in general. The current situation is untenable. We must take affirmative steps to make housing more affordable to all. And for all of those reasons, we urge City Council to vote against Ordinance 0701. Thank you for your time.